I promise you guys that if you're thinking, you know what, fashion is in me, it's my blood, it's what I wake up thinking about, it's what I go to sleep thinking about, or you think, you know what, I've got the walk, I've got the look, I've got the talk, there's someone here for you to plug you to an amazing opportunity and to great things happening in the African fashion scene. Joan Okorodudu, all the way from Nigeria, but she's a Kenyan now, honestly, because she loves Kenya so much. Thank you so much for making it in studio. She is, of course, a recipient of the Lifetime Presidential Award by Joe Biden. She is also the CEO and founder of ISIS Models, a former Miss Nigeria herself. The list of accolades is long. Joan, welcome to studio.
Thank you so much.
It's so good to have you.
Again,
right? Because we were together earlier in the week on Nation FM. But let me begin with an overview. For those who are not familiar with your work, please tell us a little bit about Joan, her life in Nigeria, getting into the modeling world, getting into uni, and then now becoming, you know, a business mogul after all of that.
Well, my name is Joan Okorodudu. I was born in Nigeria, from a Midwestern region, and then Edo State now, at a place called Auchi. I'm married to an amazing man, a retired Air Vice Marshal to Star General. Okay. An Air Force pilot. Oh, wow. And also ended up becoming a defense attaché.
I love that. Has he ever flown you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, lots of times. Myself and my son.
Oh, fantastic.
You know, lots of times. Yes. And then I went to school, Boston University, graduated with political science. Yes. I'm also a psychiatric social worker. Wow. I'm a skincare therapist. Yes. I have just launched my own product. Yes. Yeah, I graduated about 40-something years ago, so I'm not as young. Yeah. Yeah. And I've been married 42 years. Oh, like I say to the most, he's my heartthrob. Yes. He's still my heartthrob. You know what? Yeah. It's so nice to hear you say that after 42 years. Before I even get into the work that you have done in this span of time, 42 years is no mean achievement by any means necessary. Biggest lessons you've learned in 42 years of marriage? Keep your husband as your friend, your best friend. I like that. Stay in the same bedroom. From when you start to the end. Until the end, yeah. I've got a wonderful son who is married to, the love of my life, my daughter-in-law, Samantha. I've got 4 beautiful grandchildren, 3 girls and a boy. Oh, fantastic. My life is all in one book. Right, and it's full. It's full of experiences. Yeah. It's full of so much life and character like yourself. But I wanted to get into modeling. When you started, by the time you're winning Miss Nigeria, what were they looking for when they're thinking of, hey, is this girl going to be on the runway? Is this girl going to be on the magazines? Versus now when people are scouting. With the Miss Nigeria, I graduated from Boston University, like I told you. Yes. So during my graduation, Bimbola's mother, Bimbola Benson, now Mrs. Cardoso, the mother came for the graduation. My parents couldn't come. My daddy was supposed to come, but he couldn't make it. And at the table, at the dinner table, she said, "Oh, I think you should do Miss Nigeria when you come, when you come back for your youth service." Yeah. So during my youth service... Was it compulsory youth service? Yeah, it's a compulsory youth service. Okay. So my daddy said, okay, why don't you... Because during my youth service, they wanted us, those who schooled abroad, where do you want to do your youth service? Okay, during that time. And I said, everybody say Kaduna, because Kaduna was where I won Nigerian National Sports Festival at the 100 meters hurdles. You're also an athlete. Yes. Joan, so what can't you do? I said, okay, let me go to Kaduna. Yes. So I went to Kaduna. I landed at the airport, and as soon as I landed at the airport, I was trying to get into a taxi to go to the hotel that my daddy gave me money to stay while waiting for Monday to come. And this young gentleman there were other guys. He just walked up to me and said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to." He said, "Nah, you shouldn't. No, not." It's not nice. No, it's a big hotel, but he just says somebody like me shouldn't go there. Okay. I've got a spare room in my place. Oh, okay. I said, "Okay." You said okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Something just told me. Yeah. Your gut was like, this is okay. Yeah, let's go. And then he was a perfect gentleman. Okay. Stayed in a separate room. Yes. Perfect gentleman until one day. God just said. Then, of course, my mom was like, you are crazy. But something told me. You could see you could see him. He was just a perfect gentleman.
The right guy, yeah.
And I told myself, okay. And then, of course, when I started talking with him and everything, I realized that he was such a smart, intelligent man.
Yes.
You know, and then, of course, handsome. So
that's when you're like, hi, he looks nice.
And after a couple of months, we didn't date till 1 year before we got married.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. This is moving very quickly, but then at which point do you get into Miss Nigeria?
So at the airport, okay, I told him that day, I told him, oh, I'm going to go do Miss Nigeria because that's part of the... I said, okay, he went with me, even to the Miss Nigeria, the northern zone I wanted.
Yes.
And then at the finals, there were 2 cars. And a girl called Onanuga was the one that won the Miss Nigeria.
Yeah.
I was first runner-up, and I won the 2nd car. And they say the rest is history.
The rest is history. What car was it?
I won a Volkswagen, and she won a 504.
I love it.
Yeah.
Man, do you still have the Volkswagen? I would keep it.
No, I gave it away.
Oh, a long time ago,
yeah.
Man, that's a beautiful story. But you've done, you know, so much in the time that you've been in the industry, creating ISIS models. When you think of the gaps, perhaps, that exist in the fashion industry for Africa, what jumps out at you and that, you know, prompted you to do this?
For example, let me just tell you, in 2014, the late Franca Cesoni, the editor of Vogue Italia, sent a mail to me saying, oh, is
That's
it...
so casual.
Yeah,
the editor of, you know, Vogue.
Yeah, she was an amazing woman.
Yes.
And she said, do you want to come to Milan and we'll want to discuss with you because you have some of the most amazing models. Do you think you can want to start something like, you know, a talent search in Africa?
Yes.
So I called Mr. Fanyi, who's Studio 24. He owns Studio 24. He's going to be here for the event. He donates the $5,000 for the winner.
Yes.
And we went to Milan, went to the office, met Franca, and she now told me, do you think you'll be able to raise funds for this event? And I gave her my word. I said, yes, I think so. So when I went back to Nigeria, I approached the bank, Access Bank, and they gave me $70,000. It was supposed to be for $100,000.
Yes.
So we didn't have enough money from the bank. So
you're short
with my own $30,000, my family $30,000. So I spoke to my husband, and he said, okay. And I added the $30,000, which I sent to Vogue Italia, and that was what they used for the Vogue Talents for Africa. So when Laduma won, Mr. Fanyi also of Studio 24 was the one that paid his ticket to Milan and his hotel in Milan, Sheraton.
My gosh. I love that you had the faith in it to know that this is something I can put my own money, the bank's money, yes, but that's also my own money, and commit to it and see it through the long term.
Yeah.
Now that you're seeing the fruits of, you know, your labor.
You can see Laduma.
Yeah.
And you can see Orange Couture. You can see all of them. They're doing so well.
Yes.
And I mean, some people used to say, why don't you tell the world that you raised this entire money? So I decided, okay, it's about time.
Let me tell the world. Let me tell the world.
Yeah.
When you talk about supermodels, sometimes, I know we even discussed this earlier in the week, people think that the idea of a supermodel has kind of like disappeared. Do you think that's true? And why are you in the search for Africa's next supermodel?
Well, you can see that the supermodels, you know, went with Naomi Campbell and co. And now I think it's actually, for you to be called a supermodel, you would have put in a long years, you know, of modeling. But what we have now is top models. They are something else. They're coming out of everywhere, from Nigeria, from Rwanda, Tanzania, everywhere, Nairobi, Kenya, especially from Kakuma refugee camp.
Yes.
These girls are on fire. You know, you see them, you see them, you want to think about, you know, your youth. You know, some people were like, oh, I wish I was, you know, was like this during my youth, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But these girls, the most important thing is that they come out of obscurity to where they are now.
Right.
Some of them never knew that they would be where they are. You know, going to Kakuma refugee camp.
And it's not just them, it's their families too.
They've changed the lives of their family.
Yeah.
And sometimes I tell people, when you hear the kind of money these girls make,
Give us a number. You have to just tease us with a number for like...
Well, you know, like you see an 18-year-old girl will go for shoot.
Yes.
For maybe 5 days, and she's coming out with $140,000 or euro.
That's good money.
Sometimes, I mean, back in the days, for some of those supermodels was like $10,000 a day. Okay? Now these girls are making $10,000 a day.
That is great money to be making from obscurity. Please tell us about this event you're having, because we are looking forward to it. We want to know exactly what's happening, how we can be a part of it, and why you chose Kenya to be the home for this search of yours.
In 2001, I did it in Rwanda. And last year, I did it here. There's something about Kenya. I mean, the fact that, you know, I have my granddaughters and children who speak, and my grandson,
Swahili,
who speak Swahili. Yes. I've come to love this place. First of all, the weather. 2, the people. And 3, there's something about this country. Like the other day when I was coming back, I mean, 70% of the people were foreigners, you know, coming here. And I even spoke to some, oh, we're going to Diani, we're going to here, you know, they love this place. And I've always told people, see Africa first. Africa there's something about Africa. And you know, the youngest group of people in the world now are Africans.
From this continent,
From this continent.
I agree.
So, I decided to do station Africa's Next Supermodel now in Kenya.
In Kenya,
because of the vibe. There's vibe here.
It's the vibe, guys.
Yeah, there's vibe in Kenya.
Vibing,
there's vibe in Kenya. And
tell us where this edition is going to be and how we can
it's gonna be at Broadwalk.
Yes.
It's in Westland, and believe me, a lot of people are coming in from all over the world. We have people coming from New York, Berlin, London, Paris, Milan, and of course the head of I think the chief executive officer of Numero, the top magazine, is going to be here. He was here last year.
That's amazing.
So, and I've gotten 4 girls on the cover of Numero. You know the Numero, the big, like the Bible.
Magazine,
So we have 4 girls already, and then we have 8 Vogue covers already.
If I want to come, if I want to be a part of this, because I want to get into the fashion industry, or I am already a player in it, how do I come to attend Africa's Next Supermodel?
Okay, we have it on Tikiti.
Yes.
And Kenya Buzz.
Yes.
The tickets are selling now, so people should go there.
Yes.
And then buy the tickets. Yes. Listen, there's going to be fashion. We have David Elumelu coming from Nigeria. He's going to be singing. Ooh. We've got we have an amazing designer, Adebayo Jones. He's been in the industry for over 25 years. Yes. He's coming. We've got so many Kenyan designers. Amazing Kenyan. Liz Ogumbo is showcasing again.
I love it.
Yeah, so
I can't wait actually to see what happens. Just as a parting shot, I want to know from you, what's your fashion pet peeve? What don't you like seeing, you know, people do it? You just see it and you're like, come on, I don't like.
Well, with me, I am not a big dresser. No, it's not. I didn't want to change who I am even when I was doing the fashion thing.
Yes.
I've always been a jeans t-shirt girl, right from the university, and my kind of dressing is totally different. I'm not one to wear the proper, carry the bag, and that's not my nature.
So if it's comfortable, wear it. Yeah. And I love what you're wearing right now. It looks so good. Is it by a Nigerian designer or a Kenyan?
No, it's by Nigerian designer. Yes. It's called Keto Couture.
Keto Couture.
Yeah, Keto Couture.
Thank you so much for making time for us, Joan. We appreciate you. You've heard her, Broadwalk. Please give us the date. We didn't get a date, actually.
Yeah, it's 9th November at Broadwalk.
9th November at Broadwalk. Tickets on Tikiti, right?
Yeah, Tikiti and Kenya Buzz.
And Kenya Buzz as well. You heard it right here. First place to get all this information. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I hope to see you. Yes, I said I'll be there.
See you guys there. I hope to see you. I hope to see everyone. Thank you. We have a giveaway ticket.
Oh, fantastic.
That's 10
tickets.
Yeah, 10 tickets for whoever you want to give to. And it's actually pair, right? That's 20.
A pair of tickets. Let's make it really simple, guys. Go use the hashtag #HeyMariam. Tell us exactly where did Joan go to school, okay?